Yo, what's the deal, fam? Got an update for y'all. Havoc of Mobb Deep and Method Man of Wu-Tang project is soon to be resumed. Um, as you all know, they were working on a project around COVID, and because of COVID, things changed. Studio shut down. Priorities become very important, and they put it on the back burner. But coming off the release of The Infinite, which dropped maybe less than a month ago, about 3 weeks ago. Some good news, know that this album is still in the works. At the time of the announcement, or around the time that they started working on it, Meth was literally in his bag, right? Guest features showing us that he hasn't lost a step. Havoc was keeping the Mobb Deep name and legacy intact. So it's good to hear these two brothers coming together and continuing what they started. The name of the album was going to be called Dirty P, which happens to be a tribute to two legends we lost entirely too soon, Prodigy and Old Dirty Bastard. Both those individuals were members of the groups that were previously mentioned. And if you don't believe me, we can take a quote from Method Man where he stated, "We are still working on our COVID album that we started in 2019 and needed some work done. So we added some tracks and it should be out soon." Havoc is a master at his sound. He has mastered sound like RZA. That's high praise. Those two individuals respect each other immensely, Havoc and RZA on a production tip. And that's huge news, right? Meth is who he is, and pairing that together with Havoc and that dark sound with the bounce and gritty drums and a host of other elements, because Havoc is not one-dimensional. That should definitely sound pristine, considering coming off the release, like I stated, of Infinite, and how Havoc is at the top of his game. So him and Meth, that's something I'm signing up for, not just because they're legends, because they make quality music to this day. And why wouldn't I support that? We don't have a clue of how it's going to sound, but based on what Meth said, Havoc is behind the boards. That means dark, grimy beats, cinematic feel, pianos, bass lines, eerie sounds, eighth notes on the hi-hats, drums, constant knock. And with Meth, you get that lucid, fluid flow. He's been very sharp as of late. Just listen to his features with Redman and Sky Zoo and a host of others. Now, just pair that together. Use your imagination and put that over Havoc's production. That alone is going to be something that I'm looking forward to. But you know what I'm really curious about? The features. Who would they feature on the album? Now, here's my thing. If it's an EP, I don't want to hear anybody, just those two. If we're getting the album, I'll probably pick Nas. I think he has a dope chemistry with Havoc. But I would probably, if it was up to me, probably go the opposite route and just get lyricists that people typically don't even speak about enough, like a Sky Zoo or an Elzai. Obviously, Ghost and Ray, those are no doubters or no brainers. A host of others, Big Noid or Cool G Rap. You know, the list goes on and on. But I would like to see probably Sky Zoo or Elzai, and maybe a Styles P feature, or even Black Thought. That would be cool too. But either way, I'm looking forward to this project. Momentum that Havoc has as of late, it definitely could turn out to be something insane musically, you know? But at the end of the day, Dirty P isn't just a thought. It isn't just gossip. It's not just social media algorithm-based talking points. It's an album that's on the way. I think it'll have this moment. Wu-Tang collage of Mobb Deep, pretty much connecting in a way we've never seen before. We've seen the features, but we haven't had a full-length LP. A salute to ODB and Prodigy. That's always a great thing. So we're keeping legends alive, their names alive in a sense, while Havoc and Method Man continue to add to their illustrious careers or resumes, man. So that should be pretty dope, man. Real hip-hop still matters, as I stated yesterday. It's important and imperative for fans or supporters to continue to support the genre. We can sit back all day and complain about publications, not gonna name any names, about whack lists and bad reviews or lack of promotion or just outlandish statements to garner clicks, or we can sit back, peep game, or we can take a proactive approach and pour back into the very culture that we love so much. And it's not always about money in a sense, but we can, even if you're posting certain things, at least allow it to be uplifting in some estimation, right? Because it's so easy to talk about the negative things that go on in any area of life. But you can counter that by, or balance it by showcasing what you like as opposed to what you don't like all the time, all right? It's a time and a place for debating, but it's also a time and a place for fact. And like I stated yesterday, Ninth Wonder said it perfectly on his Breakfast Club interview, which I'll put once again at the end of this video, where he talked about how it's important to uplift the legends and keep them in the forefront in a sense, not commercial-wise, but don't treat them like, they're antiquated and their time is played out. Because no other genres really does that. Country music, they uplift their stars. Rock and roll, folk, bluegrass, even orchestra, like jazz, they take care of their own in a sense. Hip hop, ageism has become such a whack theory and focus, or even a standard in some people's mind, like you boxing in people's age or whether or not they can create music. That's corny to me. So once again, Method Man and Havoc, new album, not sure of a release date, but it is factual and real and legit information. Dirty P, they're gonna resume the work that they started around COVID and was forced to stop because of COVID and other projects that they were working on. And now as fans, we get a chance to get some music from the two of them. So let me know what you think about this news. You can check out an article on rockthebells.com. LL, once again, the legend. That's his website, that's his company, where he also employs quite a few other legends or pioneers or even individuals who made a contribution to hip hop within his company. So salute to him as well. So once again, remember, you can achieve anything in this world to show hard work and patience. God is the greatest. It's your man Eeze at the Eeze Experience. I appreciate you all out there. Go be great today. Go get your shit.
We can't get a certain age and just say, man, I don't want to hear that old stuff anymore. Other cultures don't do that, bro.
Nah.
They don't take special ed and throw them to the back burner. Whoever the country version of special ed is, whoever the country version of Big Daddy Kane is, they don't throw them to the back burner. We need to make sure our legends are great and revered, just like they do in the Grand Ole Opry in Nashville. On any other genre, the Rolling Stones still rocking because people are still going. For us, it's out with the old, in with the new. That's the thing about black people, because we so creative. We just on to the next so fast. We cannot abandon who got us here and who continues to still do music. It's up to us. We cannot wait on anybody else to do it but us, bro.
Hey, yo, Eeze.